Hello everyone. What a game. I thought I'd hop on quickly for an instant match reaction before I go and watch Liverpool-Tottenham, which should be a great game. I'm hoping for a draw. But what a game. Let's just go through it really quickly. So hello if you're watching now, and probably you'll be watching on catch up because this is completely impromptu. But Arsenal 4, Bournemouth 0, completely dominated them, despite perhaps what I thought was not my favourite lineup, but in the end the game was managed really well, I think. So we saw the first substitutions on what was it, the 68th minute. Hey guys, come on you Gunners, what a great game that was. Hey Renee, how are you? I'm okay, thank you. I'm actually really happy. That was a great performance from the Gunners. So obviously we had a lineup of Raya in goal. Shame it wasn't Ramsdale, but Raya had a really good game, I thought. Zinny, Gabby, Saliba, White. So arguably our best back four. And then Reiss, Havertz, and who else did I have? Reiss, Havertz, Odegaard, Jesus, Eddie, and Saka. So I wasn't thrilled with the lineup, but right now I don't really care. Hey Phil, are you all looking forward to Liverpool Spurs? I'm looking forward to it. So I really wasn't thrilled with the lineup, but by the time we got 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, I did not care about the lineup at all. It was fantastic game. So I'll quickly kind of take us through what happened in the match. So Bournemouth started out quite strong, quite high pressing, and after a few minutes, Arsenal, we managed to settle down and started making some really good passes. I did think Eddie and Havertz were a little bit absent, but I actually don't. I don't care in the end. Before I get to the absolute best moment of the match for me, which was the Kai Havertz penalty, I just didn't expect to be so happy and emotional when that came in. So thank you so much for coming in. And Renee, yes, this is just a great day. It's a great day because United lost and Man City lost. And that was such a fun game to watch for Arsenal. It feels good to be a Gooner right now. So I thought I'd just jump on and just celebrate with you guys. I couldn't have asked for a better game. It wasn't even our best performance either. There wasn't huge periods of attacking domination or whatever. It wasn't even our best performance. We still won 4-0. So it just kind of shows the levels. But yeah, let's get into it. So they were pressing quite high, I thought. They were pressing well. But once we settled down, good quick passing from us. The struggle was that they kind of packed the midfield and we just had to kind of break them down. And the first lucky sort of breakdown goal came from a great crossed ball from Odegaard, which Jesus controls and sort of shoots, or does he try to cross? I don't know. The ball came off the post and into Saka, who first time headed it down, and the Gunners are 1-0 up. Quite a fortunate goal. A little bit of a poacher's goal from Saka. But yeah, we're 1-0 up, and then we got a penalty. I think Eddie won us the penalty from a most blatant penalty ever. Just he got ploughed down in the box, and immediately it was a pen, which then Odegaard took really nice and calmly. And then we're going into the second half, and my partner and I were talking, saying, I want to see, we can't rest on our laurels at 2-0. We know what Arsenal are like at 2-0. So we wanted at least 1 or 2 more goals, which we ended up getting. So yeah, so the second half, I was thinking I'd like to see a few better clearances from our own box, and wanted to really see control of the game, at least 1 more goal. And in fact, that's actually what we saw. And I was really happy with the substitutions as well. I think perhaps Saka could have come off earlier. I would say get him off. I was quite surprised that there were no changes at halftime, considering we've got 3 matches this week, and Saka was a bit injured. A few of the players have had knocks, so I was wondering whether we should have. But in the end, we secured the 3rd goal. Then there were a few substitutions. So guys, nice to see you here. Matt, hello. Going invincible isn't for everyone. It's not for everyone. Sorry, City. Phil, you missed the first half, but watched the second half. Loved it. The second half was fantastic. So, third goal. I'll just get into my absolute favourite moment of the match. So let me find where it happened. My absolute favourite moment of the match was a ridiculous challenge from Martin. It was like a Sunday league tackle. So Martin Odegaard, this guy just comes sliding in, like no chance of getting the ball. Martin was clear on goal, blatant penalty, and such a classy moment that Saka and Odegaard give the ball to Kai to hopefully score the third goal. And I've never felt so nervous for a player. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think the whole of the Arsenal fan base just breathed a huge, I just could not breathe, hoping so badly that Havertz would score, because that was on a knife edge. If Havertz had missed that penalty, we would have all had it would have been so bad for him. And so Havertz, I just, our fingers crossed, I couldn't breathe, Havertz, you must score. And he takes a fantastic penalty. And I didn't expect to be so emotional. I didn't expect to be so emotional when Havertz scored. Me and Alex just were going, yes, Havertz just scored. And then the Arsenal fans are singing that song. It was like the Shakira thing. And I thought, it's so brutal. 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. It's so brutal. We were like, no, that cannot be the lyrics. But hopefully Kai sees the funny side of that song, because honestly, I think everyone was just so happy. The rest of the team was so happy for him to score. Arteta was overjoyed. It was just a big relief for me, certainly, and hopefully for him. Just got that first goal out of the way. Hopefully can relax a little bit more. Rene, hello. He says, you keep smiling today or tomorrow. I hope so. I hope I'm going to keep smiling. Luton, I can't believe they beat Everton. Guys, just what a mad afternoon of football already. Great scoreline for us. I'm pretty happy. But Manchester United in the mud. Man City lost. Wolves, bogey team. Come on, Wolves. I heard Pedro Neto played really well. And Aston Villa, Unai Emery, a masterclass. 6-1 against Brighton. I love this game. Just fantastic. I just love that Kai goal. And then what was our last goal? Emil had a fantastic chance, and I think the keeper just got his fingers on it and it went wide round the post. But what was our last goal? I can't even remember. But anyway, 4-0 was the final score. Really happy with the substitutions. So in the 68th minute, Eddie goes off for Nelson. I really thought Nelson did deserve a big chunk of game. And then Zinny off for Tommy, which is fantastic. Zinny, we need to preserve him because we know he's injury prone. He's fit at the moment, but I'm glad to see this kind of rotation, at least in this game, taking players off early to prevent an injury in the future rather than reacting too late, So resting Zinny, resting Eddie, or was it because Eddie wasn't being super effective? But he was all right. I suppose. I think the fact that it wasn't our best lineup and we still won 4-0 was fantastic. Hey, Tiger and Gooner, I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome. Good to see Havertz on the score sheet. I know. If you go back 5 minutes, I was so excited when he scored. I didn't expect that. I think it was just such a relief of all the tension and speculation and praying for him to actually get started at Arsenal, just for him, for Arsenal. And he finally scored, and it was an amazing moment. Phil saying Everton, so going down. Yeah, Rene hates Everton. I hope they get relegated, cheaters. Yeah, they really missed. They were so lucky not to get relegated last season. So, yeah, that's how Ty will say it. Yeah, but anyway, let's really quickly go through some player ratings before I'm going to go and watch Liverpool Spurs. Oh, Tiger, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm pretty new to YouTube. Normally, I'm known for my art stuff, so you can see my paintings behind me, but I also just love talking about football. I love football, so I thought I might as well talk about it with you guys. So thank you so much for coming. Please remember to hit the likes, guys, and let's do some quick player ratings before the Spurs-Liverpool match. Hopefully it will be a high-scoring game, not a dead, 0-0. So, all right, let's start with Raya. So, guys, give me your player ratings for David Raya. Me and my boyfriend personally thought he had a pretty good game. He didn't have much to do, but commanded his box well. I love seeing him come out and take the crosses really calmly. I think he's a bit better at that than Ramsdale so far. Ramsdale can sometimes fumble it, but when David comes out to get a cross, then you feel pretty calm about it. He was quite good in distribution as well. I personally would have liked to have seen Ramsdale start this game, but Raya played well. So I'm going to give Raya it's a clean sheet. So for me, it's an 8. Yeah. So Raya gets an 8 for me. What do you guys think? I can't get Phil's just saying I can't give Raya any more than a 5. I love Ramsdale. Okay, that's fair. I'll allow it. And Renee, you're saying please I'd love to paint Vardy. I love that guy. I remember last season, I think he came on in a big game and he just sunk 2 Red Bulls and then came on. I just think he's so funny. I love that guy. He's just got mad energy. So let me make a note and I would love to draw Jamie Vardy. I'll do it just for you, Renee. Renee? I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but hey, good evening, Rancid Pumpkin. Fantastic name. I bet you're looking forward to Halloween. Rye's not an upgrade. Arteta simply prefers him. Okay. I think they're very closely tied on level, and I'm quite enjoying the battle between them. I just hope that Arteta keeps it fair and does start each keeper depending on who's playing the best rather than just preferring Raya. So that's kind of my take on it. All right, what do we think about Zinchenko? Tiger and Gooner, you're agreeing too. I love your name, by the way. And Renee is saying 7 or 9. How are Leicester doing at the moment? Let me know. I do have a soft spot for you guys, especially Vardy. So Zinchenko ratings, what do we think? So he came off, I believe. Zinny came off in the 68th minute, but until then, I think he'd had a solid performance. Was contributing well going forwards. And defensively, we looked pretty solid. He wasn't given loads to do, but he played well going forwards. Phil, you reckon? Hey, Sean, Peter Duplessis. Good evening to you too. What a game! I'm so excited. Just a quick instant reaction for you guys. So Phil, you reckon Zinny gets a 6. Rancid Pumpkin, you reckon 8. I'll go in between and give him a 7. Not his best game, but not a stinker either. He played well going forward. It was a good Zinny performance. So let's give Zinny a 7. Zinny 7. Okay, and let's do Gabby and Saliba. Let's do them as a pairing, unless you think one was way better than the other. But I would just give both of them an 8, maybe. I thought they played really well together. We saw that good old-fashioned partnership between them. Solid at the back, really controlled the box, I thought. Bournemouth really didn't get much of a sniff on goal. They got in our area sometimes, but could never get that final shot away. And I think that's due to us just controlling our own box. Phil says Gabby and Saliba always 9+. And Rancid Pumpkin, you agree with an 8. So let's give those guys an 8.5 because it's a clean sheet. You reckon 8 for Zinny, Renee? Yeah, basically, so far we're getting really good scores for our defence. It's so nice that we've got a clean sheet. We just need to transfer this to our home games. Okay, we're so much better defending away from home. Static, hello. Thank you for jumping in. There's so many channels live now, I know. So thank you for hopping in here. Let's see if we can get to 20 likes. Since I didn't plan this stream at all. So thank you for coming in. Right, let's get through the rest of the player ratings. What do we think of Ben White's performance? You reckon Zinny an 8. Okay, so I gave him a 7, but you guys seem to think 8. So maybe I missed a few of the moments for him. Phil saying Benny is always a 10 for me. Phil, you really do your ratings based on emotion and which players you like. We have to come on, logic, Phil. Right, so what do we think for Benjamin White? Give me your ratings in the chat. Oh, thanks, Static. Rene agrees that Gabby and Saliba is a 9. Yeah, they're so good. And of course, Saliba has just signed up for a new contract. It's fantastic. So White, I didn't focus on him. Actually, he scored, didn't he? Fantastic header for that last goal. I was going to say it wasn't his best first half. Didn't really pay too much attention to him. To be fair, like, our stream was pretty rubbish. Our completely legal stream did keep buffering. So I need your help on these ratings because I did miss like a few periods of the match. So Phil reckons a 10. White scored, but he wasn't that great, 5.5. That's what I've got written on my notes. It said, not the best first half, 1 or 2 errors, but nothing horrible. So, hey, Gooner Gathering, everyone go and check out their channel. If you haven't, they're like my home channel. Anyway, Phil says I'm a sloppy poet. It's what I am. White is 8 or 9. Benny Blanca, 8. Scored, so must be a 10. Phil, logic, not emotion. So bit of a mixed bag with how we think White played. I might have to watch it again to really kind of zoom in if I want to do proper ratings. But it seems that it's not his best, not his worst. Scored a goal. Horrible marking from Bournemouth for that goal. Benjamin had like yards of clear air. But he performed really well with that header. He jumped so high, super clean header, really well taken from him. So I'll give him a 7.5. 7.5. I'm going to give him a 7.5. Ben, 7.5 for me. So Guna Forever says, question, Fran, if you can eliminate one thing from football, what would it be? That's a really good question, actually. But first of all, Temp Step, thank you so much. That's really kind. Completely in my comfies and stuff today. So the fact that you're still complimenting my appearance is very kind. Hey, good evening. It's a very good evening, Taib, especially if you're a Villa supporter or a Wolves supporter. Not if you're a Manchester United fan like Lottie. I need to give her a call, actually. Next time I'll have to call her live on stream. She gets really annoyed when Manchester United lose. So Static did watch Ben White closely. Certainly not a 7 or higher. He didn't play his best, but he wasn't awful. Okay, maybe I was a bit kind with 7.5. We could put it down to 7. Anyway, so let's answer this question. Guys, let me know what you think as well. The last day, I've actually been thinking quite a lot about the injury situations going on. So immediately I was thinking eliminate VAR, like eliminate bad referees, blah, blah, blah. But I think that's kind of quite an obvious thing. Really, for the longevity of the game, Gooner Forever, I would eliminate, I don't know, I guess like the over workload on players and their schedules just getting more and more congested and like really risking the players' well-being mentally, physically. I think I would eliminate this money-grabbing side with no regard for players' welfare at all. I mean, Varane spoke out about it. It was like at the beginning of the season, but his statement about player welfare and they're just being asked to play too many matches. It's not sustainable. It'll lead to injuries. The like that we can see across many teams already this season. So I would eliminate overworking of players and adding even more matches into the fixture, like 8 Champions League matches and not 6. That's what I would do. Let me know what you guys would do. Oh, cheers, Phil. Temp Step says 4-0 helps our goal difference. Of course, hoping the Mugs draw in just a few minutes. Yes, 0-0 draw would be perfect. 4-0 is actually, like, I couldn't have asked for anything more. Really hoping for a win, but if we can get some fantastic points towards our goal difference, let's do it. It's been fantastic. We haven't scored too many. We haven't like battered any teams this season yet. So it's just a really good statement to the rest of the league because people have been getting on Arsenal's back recently, as they always do, but this will just make them shut up for a minute. So thank you. 13 likes. Let's see if we can get to 20. We've got 8 minutes before Tottenham-Liverpool, so I better hurry up. Anthony Havertz here as well, saying, big up, Fran. Good win for us. Arsenal now second. Let's hope Tottenham v Liverpool game's a draw for us to stay second. I know a draw is logical, Anthony, but I can't help but still want Spurs to lose. But I'm going to take off my Arsenal hat and just hope for a draw. Static, what if I want to argue with you about it? I'm kidding. So, Fran, am I Arteta out, lol? No, but if we don't achieve certain things at the end of the season, then I've got big questions and then we can talk about it. But I've kind of argued that what he's done has outweighed like the reasons that I might want him out, especially what he's done with our atmosphere and like bringing the fans. I just hate to think what would happen if Arteta went and it could go back to that fractured fan base that isn't in the same like headspace as the team whatsoever. You know, we were so divided, like we didn't even like the team, like oh, you guys, thank you. 15 now, just click the like button. My guy, thank you. Top comment there. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Oh, you guys, giving me a like. Static saying King Kai will be permanent if he wins the league or a European trophy for Arsenal. Yeah, he's got the opportunity to be like a cult hero if he does just do like one great goal in the Champions League or something. But I don't know about you. We went nuts when he scored that penalty. I don't know. I just really want him to do well for us, for him. I like the guy. He's like a bit of a weirdo. I think a bit like me. So Samina, waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. That's so brutal. 60 million down the drain. I just hope he sees the funny side of it. So have I seen JJ at Arsenal? They've promoted them prime drinks last season. No, but guys, listen. At the North London Derby, I saw the actor Ashley Waters, I think it is, who plays Duchesne in Top Boy. I genuinely saw him on the concourse after the game. And I told Alex, my boyfriend, he was like, no, there's no way. And then we looked up who the actor supports, and he supports Arsenal. And it was him. I saw Duchesne. So that was awesome. Stacey, hello. Hi, Fran. Came over from Lee. Been a while since I watched the video. Oh, hello. You've got a really cute dog, by the way. Is it a greyhound? Thank you so much for coming over. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. Hopefully, is this Lee Gunner? Hopefully he's happy. You know, like I had a few complaints about the lineup, but I'm really happy. So Sean saying King Kai, Kaio, Ken times 10. Sorry, I don't understand that. Oh no, it's from Gooner Gathering, Lee. Oh, you guys, you got look. Oh, anyway. So Havertz did play well, but you must keep going. One more like, guys, let's get to 20 likes. And we need to stop distracting me. We need to finish our player ratings. So we got up to White. Now, quickly, we've got 5 minutes. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Stacey. It's the worst. It is the worst when your animals die. So I'm really sorry to hear that. I shouldn't have mentioned him. He's beautiful. But anyway, to take your mind off it, Stacey, what is your player rating, guys, for Reiss? I'm sorry to rush through comments a little bit, but I want to watch Tottenham. So I was impressed with Reiss this match. I don't know what you guys thought. I just feel like every time that there's a stray ball that gets through our midfield, Reiss is there making like the slide tackle. He's the one stopping the attacks. I feel like he's always there. So I just think he's great. He's not a flair, like snazzy player. I'd like to see him coming forward a bit more, but defensively, really good. Oh, thank you, Gil. Thank you. I love your little meerkat profile picture. So you guys are saying Reiss 8, 7, 8.5, Reiss 10, Rolls Royce, baby. 21 likes. You legends. Thank you so much. So your Sean is saying 8.5. I would have gone probably with an 8. And that's kind of what you guys are saying as well, apart from Phil, who's either giving players a 5 or a 10. Phil has no middle ground. So, all right, let's stick with an... Ooh, you guys are saying, I don't know, 8 or 8.5. What do you think? But either way, he's class. He's looking a little bit like Rolls-Royce level Saliba, but just it's like another Saliba, but a row in front. He's really just looking well worth the money at the moment. Really glad to see him fit as well. So it looks like those injuries that I was talking about yesterday with the stupid strawberry frog mushroom diagram, a lot of them were just small knocks. And the guys were able to play, and Arteta managed it well by whipping off Zinchenko, and who else did he bring off? Eddie, Kai, and he took Reiss off in the 80th minute as well. So it looks like we are kind of conserving the players' fitness. To answer your question for a few days ago, Dankeschön means thank you in German. I know that. What? Maybe. I don't know why I asked that. John Pierre, hello, another new name in the chat. Thank you. No, John, I want the Spurs to lose as well. The Spurs. I want Spurs to lose as well, but if we're thinking about Arsenal's league position, then a draw would be best. But in my gut, I want them to lose because they were really giving it to us after the North London derby. So I want them to be humbled a little bit, but apparently a draw is better. Do I think Ndidi is better than Reiss? I do not. But I'm biased though because I support Arsenal. If Wolves beat City, so must we. Great point, 10 step. Great point. If Wolves can do it, why can't we? So Saka injured again, as you say, Static. We'll have to see. I said to Alex at half-time I wanted Saka taken off because it's clear that there's something a little bit off with him. You know, conserve these players. He's conserving players, but not Saka. Never. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Static. Anyway, right. Quickly. Oh no, I've got 1 minute to finish player ratings. Okay. I'm just going to go through it quickly. So Havertz, that goal was fantastic, but I still want to see more from him during the game in attacking play. So I'm going to give a 7 because he scored that pen, and I'm really proud of him. Rene, don't listen to Phil. Phil's out there, okay? Just joking, Phil. Odegaard, he had kind of a pre-assist for the first goal. He did this amazing pass to Jesus, which then Saka ended up getting in off the post. It was a bit of a mental goal, but Odegaard kind of started that move. I think Odegaard scored well. So Gil's just distracted me saying I want a guy called Peas, so we can say we have rice and peas in the middle. Tasty. Rice and peas, like is that tasty? I think that's a little bit bland, but whatever floats your boat. So Gooner Gathering saying a Havertz confidence spike incoming. I hope so. I really hope so. It was so great. Okay, you know what? Let's just give him. In reality, it's probably a 7 or an 8, but for that pen, if he ever watches any of these streams, let's just 10 for the pen, 10 for the pen, but 7 for the rest. I'm going to give him a double score because that penalty was really good. He didn't look at the ball. It was like an Ivan Toney penalty, so he honestly didn't even look down at the ball. He was just looking at the goalkeeper in the eyes, like daring him to go. So it was a really good pen. So hopefully, as Gooner Gathering says, that will be a spike in confidence for any games coming forward. So we've just got Jesus, Eddie, and Saka. Oh, I haven't even had time to rate all the subs. No, the match has started. So Jesus didn't see much positioning out wide. I didn't want him to start out wide because I think he's way better in the centre. So I was a bit annoyed seeing him starting there and Eddie in the middle. But we still won 4-0, even though the players weren't in their best positions, in my opinion. Temp Step says Havertz is a 6.98851 000 67 999. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. That's a good score. Jesus 7, Hergarden 9.5 plus always. What? I want to watch the match, Static. I'm sorry. Okay, the subs are all going to get a 7. I'm sorry this has been a bit of a whiz through. Maybe if you like, I can do a bit of a longer stream tomorrow or the day after and we can properly go into this match. But I'll just summarise. I thought Eddie, he did well to win the penalty, but no goals in open play. I still think Jesus is better centrally, but I mean, we still won 4-0, so how much can I really complain? But he didn't score. He hasn't scored for a while now. Confidence looking a bit low, so I'll give Eddie maybe a 6.5. But I'm biased against Eddie. I way prefer Jesus in that position. Saka, worried about his injury. I mean, hopefully we'll have enough to beat Lens midweek if Saka isn't around, because Nelson, I think, deserves a start. He's been playing really well. ESR did well apart from a horrible miss as well, so I wouldn't mind seeing him play midweek. I do feel a bit more confident that some of these fringe players that we're seeing get a bit more time, not really fringe, but Tomiyasu, Nelson, ESR, I feel a bit more confident with them playing if some of our first teamers can't start. So yeah, Saka, I really hope he's okay. And despite having a knock, he still played really well. Obviously, even when he's got knocks and he's not on his best form, he still manages to get goal contributions, at least one, it seems, per game. So he's going to have to get a 7.58 for me, Saka. I just think it's incredible how much he contributes, even when he's not 100%. I'd rather watch you than Spurs any day. Yeah, Spurs are. Although they're a bit more entertaining to watch than last season. At least they're not playing Conte ball again. Hey, Tiger and Guna, your win! Win is here! Sorry, Tiger and Guna, to interrupt you. I just love this account so much. It's my favourite account. So just a day after pushing Kai off my PP pad, he scored a pity penalty goal. That makes zero sense, Win the dog. But I love you. Don't listen to the haters, Win. You're a welcome presence at this club. So you're in Australia, Tiger and Guna. That is awesome. I've never left Europe. I want to go to Australia so badly. That's so cool. But respect you for watching the matches at ungodly hours. What's a good time for, like, are you 12 hours ahead, 12 hours behind? What's a good time? My streams, I normally do late night UK, because I'm a bit of a night owl. I hate mornings. So they're normally about between 8 and 10, 11 UK time. So every night, look out around 8 p.m, 10 p.m, 9 p.m, and I might be live. I'm going to try and come up with a more regular schedule for you guys, because this one I didn't even know I was going to do. But Taib saying, Fran, do a watch along next week. I've got to work out how to have a timer, though. I can't do a watch along until I've worked out how to have a timer. Renee, don't joke about that. Do not joke about that. Mr. V, you're here as well. So easy win for you today, Fran. Congrats, and at least you know Havertz can score a pen. Yes. To be fair, like, a pen is so high pressure. I'm really impressed that you managed to get it with how much pressure he's on. Yeah, Fran, bring your own dog. I'm still waiting, lol. I don't have a dog. I want one. I'm persuading. I'm working on it. You're 7 hours now until the end of October. Do the maths. September, October. I'm not very good with time zones. Right. So Australia's amazing. My brother lives an hour from Melbourne. Wow. When am I getting more people on, Fran? Am I not enough for you, Mr. B? No, I'm trying to do a bit more solo. Because I don't know, I just want to do a bit more solo and do like more special like link up streams and stuff. Yeah. I can get people on whenever you like. Maybe we could have a schedule where I do like a few solo shows a week, and then at the end of the week maybe a panel show where we all I get on Fuad, maybe Jez, Guna Gathering guys, who else? Chris. There's a whole group of people I could get on. Maybe, what do you think? Should we do a weekly panel show? Okay. Oh, that sounds amazing, Renee. Right, guys, as much as I love chatting to you, I really want to go and watch this Liverpool Spurs match. I'm sorry for the chaotic show. Oh, wow, no way. From Princess Guna on the Same Old Arsenal podcast. Oh, that's awesome. Didn't I go to France recently? Yes, but that's not outside Europe. Is it? It's not. That's Europe. I was saying I haven't been outside Europe. France, yeah, that was lovely. Well, big up the Same Old Arsenal podcast. Those guys are so nice. Fran, skip Tottenham for 20 minutes. No. Oh, football is the highlight of my week, guys. I don't want to miss a kick. As much as I love you, I do want to go and put on the Tottenham-Liverpool match. And maybe tomorrow we could do a longer stream. I quite like this idea of like a weekly Sunday panel show where we all just like talk about everything that's happened during the week. I think we'll do that. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry it was a bit of a chaotic stream. I'm just so excited from that Kai Havertz goal. I'll never get over it. Much love to you guys, and I will see you over the next couple of days. So turn on the notifications. You can see when I next go live. Remember to hit the like on your way out. Thank you to the new names in the chat, Tiger and Gooner as well, all the way from Australia, and Renee as well. I got to get that Vardy portrait done. Take care. 8 minutes gone. Gil is saying, but yeah, thank you so much, guys. All right. all right. I'm gonna go. See you guys soon, and come on, you Gunners. Now there's the wait for the stream to end while I kind of just sit here. Okay.